Hey guys, welcome to Watch with Poppy. I'm Poppy, and tonight we're going to be talking about this week's episode of The Vampire Diaries. Hey, come find me on Twitter at Watch with Poppy. I do lots of live tweeting throughout the week, you guys, for tons of other TV shows that I don't do reviews for. Come join me on Twitter, and we can talk all things TV. Okay, so let's talk about this week's episode. This was one of those throw my pillow at the TV type of episodes, which is frustrating and yet so good. And one of the things that I absolutely love about TVD. I definitely was not expecting the ending that we got, for sure. So let's start off talking about Caroline. At the end of the last episode, we got that she was getting ready to turn off her humanity, and she does that. I must say that it was kind of interesting to see Caroline without her humanity. She was definitely a lot different. So she comes to the gang with a proposal that says, leave me alone for 1 year. Let me just do my thing and not feel anything. I'll try not to kill anyone. And in return, you leave me alone. Now, she also tells them, like, if you try in any way to bring me back, I'm gonna make you regret it. Like, I'm gonna make you pay. Of course, we know the gang is not gonna leave her alone, right? They're gonna try to watch out for her to make sure she doesn't do anything that she's gonna regret later. Stefan, at one point, pretty much comes to her and finally bares his soul, tells her how he really feels. And for a moment, you think maybe it worked, but in the end, all it does is really make her really angry. And so she decides she's gonna make them pay. She threatens to kill Sarah. Caroline was really good at being a bad guy, you guys. I mean, I was like yelling at my TV. I was so angry at her. She pretty much, she's gonna kill Sarah. She uses poor Liam, like compels him to perform surgery on this poor girl. Now, the twist at the end is that Elena and Stefan show up to try to stop Caroline, and she offers them a trade. She tells them, like, I'll spare Sarah if Stefan turns off his humanity. Now, from past experience, we all know that we do not want Stefan to turn it off, right? Because when Stefan turns it off, we're headed into Ripper territory. He cannot control it. Now, at first, Stefan refuses, right? And I was like, thank goodness, I do not want to go down that road again. But at the very end of the episode, in like a last-ditch effort to save Sarah, he does it, like he turns it off. Now, I must say that my first thought was, is he really going to turn it off, or is he just going to fake it? Like, can he fool her into thinking that he actually turned it off when he didn't? I would love to know what you guys think about that. Do you think he really turned it off? Or is he just faking, to try to save her? There's a part of me that really hopes that he's faking it. As the episode started, I must say I was thinking, like, I really hope this whole, like, Caroline with no humanity doesn't last long. But now that they've thrown this little twist into it, I'm kind of interested to see where we're gonna go with that. I think Caroline definitely knew that Stefan was the thing that could bring her back, and so she had to kind of get that obstacle out of her way. Okay, you guys, let's talk about Bonnie, who is finally back in Mystic Falls. Pretty quickly, we get that Bonnie is trying to deal with being back, We get that she's been alone and like in this traumatic situation forever. This child, I mean, she should be suffering from some sort of like PTSD for sure. Loud noises were freaking her out, and just like when they were at the rave, you could tell she was just completely overwhelmed by the amount of people that were there. Now, Kai really wants to see Bonnie for some reason, right? Now, there's a lot of you guys out there that were hoping we were going to see some sort of like Bonnie and Kai coupling. It definitely seems like we're headed that way. Kai wants to see Bonnie, but we get that he wants to see her because he's got feelings for her. I mean, that was totally obvious. He wants to see her so he can say he's sorry for all the crap he did. And he really kind of like blackmails Damon into helping him because he's got information about Damon's mom, and he'll give it to him if he helps him with Bonnie. Damon really kind of betrays Bonnie because she tells him, like, I don't want to see him. And then Damon just shows up with this guy, right? And Bonnie does not react well at all. I really loved kind of getting to see that Bonnie-Damon relationship again, in this episode. And, they both shared that experience of 1994. So if there's anyone that knows what she's feeling, it's him. But then he screws that up by being selfish and by bringing Kai, even though she asked him not to. Bonnie was really angry at the end. You see her back at the dorm, and Damon tries to show up to say sorry, and she just kind of loses it. It was interesting as well to see her make that phone call at the end of the episode to Jeremy to say, hey, I'm back, but maybe you should give me some time to adjust because I think I might not be the Bonnie that you knew anymore. So we're getting that 1994 and her experiences there really changed her. It feels like she's getting ready to try to figure out who she's become because of that. Let's talk about Mama Salvatore, right? Because there is kind of a big reveal about her in this episode. We get that she is there somewhere in Mystic Falls. She just hasn't shown up yet. But Kai finally comes clean and tells Damon what he knows. Turns out that Mama Salvatore is a vampire. Not only that, you guys, but she is a ripper. She's gonna show up eventually, and I feel like we haven't had a good female villain since Catherine left. So I'm kind of excited for Mama Salvatore to make an appearance. Okay, you guys, that's it for me today. Don't forget to tell me what you think about Stefan down in the comment section below, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye.